Aloha, fellow humans. What's going on? It's Cassandra from evolvingknowledge.com, and I am no medical professional. I just consider myself a life experimentalist here to share things with you that I have learned along my journey. And I'm here with another message. And the cards I pulled for today were regrets. I know I cannot change the past. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So this is interesting. I feel like there are many points that we can be in life where, in hindsight, we might look back and see decisions that we made that, had we made a different decision, we could have ended up in a different place. And sometimes those thoughts can really dwell on us to the point of like avoiding us from being able to see what was going on in the present moment, avoiding keeping us from being able to see the beauty in our lives and even being able to see the direction when we're sitting there looking at paths that we could have took or should have took or whatever it may be. We're again still talking about the past. So when we're talking about the past, again, guys, it's in the past. There's nothing we can do that can really change what we did in the past. Now, if we feel like that is something we need to do moving forward, then that's something that we need to go inward with and see if that's something that we need to take a backtrack on. Like sometimes we come to a fork in the road and we take this direction, but sometimes it's like, okay, well, now maybe it's time for us to go this direction. Life is a journey and we just have to follow it. But regardless of anything, living in that regret of what it was that we should have or thought we should have taken, it it is important for us to be kind with ourselves and to stand in pride and honor of the decisions that we made at the at the moments that we made those decisions, because at that very point in time we believed it to be right, as I've actually spoken about in another video. But in this one, I really just want to talk about the really standing tall in the decisions that you make and seeing it forward and through. Because sometimes it's when things get really tough, when we feel like we might have lost and we are in that point of regret because the future looks meek, that is when we really need to fill ourselves with the love and the pride in a healthy way to push ourselves and drive ourselves through to see this direction all the way through. It does not mean that we made the wrong decision. Sometimes it just means that we just need to take pride in the choices that we did make and honor them because we had faith in them enough to take the path. Okay? There is no such thing as the wrong way. It's just the long way or the short way. It's just a different way. That's all. But making sure that we see the beauty of the journey. There is no such thing as, like I said, when we're taking the wrong way, there's a lot of things that we pick up along that journey that is essential for our journey. It's like, okay, so maybe we took a shorter path, but on the shorter path, we don't get all those keys and those lessons that we can really assimilate into our being that gives us more wisdom for the steps that we make moving forward. Failures are always successes. They are actually, I feel, more successful than our wins, because our wins, what do we learn from it besides everything that we did right? That means it wasn't that much of an adversity because we already knew what we were doing. But in that failure, we can pick out all of the different things on how we can be better. And when we learn from those things, then it becomes a win. So it is all just a matter of perspective. And as with everything, guys, we have to attack it with love for ourselves, for our decisions, for our environment, for our lives, because only we can love ourselves to the highest extent. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. And as always, guys, I am sending you my absolute unconditional love your way. And I hope that whatever moment it is that you are feeling at this exact very point in time, that you feel honored to stand in the shoes that you stand in and ready to take whatever steps that it is for you with love for yourself. Okay? Mahalo.